Hello, this is Skywarp's Hangar, and today we have SH Figuarts Han Solo. This is from the Bandai SH Figuarts line. He comes in a box, as you can see here, with the clear window and the silver chrome border that we're used to. If you look at the top, he has Star Wars. You look at the side, he has the bookcase faction picture of the figure. Then on the other side, you get Star Wars. Then on the bottom, you get some Japanese writing, which I don't understand. On the back, you get some nice little photos of what you might be able to do with your figure, and everything's written in Japanese, so you can't understand anything except for right here. Very cool figure. It's well worth the wait. I'm glad I got him. I've heard some people had some complaints about his nose, but thankfully mine came safe, as you can see from the profile. Yay! It's very unfortunate if you did get one of those. He does come with some accessories, hands you can change out. He has the open palms, as you can see, which are very nicely detailed. Very, very nicely detailed, man. They have the crevices in the palm, man. Very impressive. He does come with two fists. One of them is on him. That's how he comes out of package. He has two gloved hands, like so. And to change those out, it's just like the rest of the Figuarts. But for those of you who are just getting into the Figuart line, you just pulled it off. There's a ball joint right here, and you just kind of pop that on, and there you go. Pretty nifty. Of course, I want that back off because that's not how I'm displaying mine. There we go. His gun fell out. What? I promise you it's just because it's on camera. He also comes with the holster, a holstered pistol, which you can change out. I think it comes out of package with this. Very nicely detailed. It is kind of unfortunate that Bandai doesn't make a holster that's a working holster, but I'm assuming that's because they don't want you breaking a strap or bending a strap because of the plastic they use. I don't know why they don't, actually, to be honest. But you just pull the other holster out and peg this holster into his leg, and yeah, there you go. My worry is over the course of time that peg hole will be loose to where it can't hold the pistol or holster. But nonetheless, that's not a problem right now, and most likely I'm going to keep him displayed in a certain fashion, so it shouldn't change out too often. So maybe it won't be a problem. Hopefully, time will tell. But anywho, take a look at his pistol. Again, nicely detailed. It's definitely Han Solo's pistol. You can view that. Very good detailing on it. You even got the brown handle. They even got a circle on the brown handle where I guess the screw goes in. It's pretty nifty. You get a little bit of paint app right there. Yeah. Pretty cool. And of course, he comes with the pistol holding hand. With the finger on the trigger, no less. Or at least some semblance of that. Yeah, as I've heard some complaints about the head sculpt being flat or something of that nature, but like I said, mine is good. You want to take a closer look. That looks like Han Solo. I mean, they even got the chin scar in there, and that's impressive. It is. It's very impressive. I'm very impressed. Unfortunately, it did not come with any other heads other than that one, but nonetheless, they got his chest hair in there. I mean, very well executed mold here. I would say it's well worth the wait. Got the jacket. The jacket is a soft plastic, which can be removed. So if you wanted to make a Return of the Jedi trench coat Han Solo, you would be able to do so by getting a trench coat and taking that off. Which, that's pretty cool. That'd be a cool custom. But nonetheless, then moving on. If you want some size comparison to see how he sizes up to some other figures that may be in your collection, if you're collecting, let's say, a New Hope lineup, we got his best buddy Chewbacca here. So you can see, yeah, Chewbacca is quite larger than Han Solo. That scales pretty well, which I think is cool. I'm going to be getting the Figuarts Chewbacca, so that Chewbacca may be getting replaced, or he might be sitting next to old Han on my Force Awakens shelf. But then there you go with Luke. He is taller than Luke. Let's hope they come back with a Darth Vader. Oh my goodness, a taller Darth Vader. They've already redone a Stormtrooper, so let's hope that they do in fact come back. And just for fun, we have the Black Series Han Solo and Stormtrooper gear. I don't have the regular Han Solo, but look at the head comparison on those two. I mean, which I guess the Black Series isn't bad. I wasn't a big fan of it, which is why I just said the heck with it, and I waited for the Figuarts. I didn't even bother with the Black Series Han Solo because I didn't like his head sculpt. And let's dig up that old fossil so you can see how he stands next to old Ben. Where'd you get that fossil? For articulation, let me take his gun out because I know that'll fall. His gun is kind of loose in there unless you have your finger into the trigger, which then it doesn't come out. But if that finger isn't in the trigger, then this thing falls out. But nonetheless, that's a minor gripe. Hey. Stop playing with your toys. You know what I didn't do? Thinking about that. Hold on for a second. Just give me one moment. All right, let's see here. I wonder. Please don't break. Let's see. No, we aren't going to test those fates. I wanted to know if that would fit on there. That would be awesome, but it doesn't. I'm not going to test the fates and ripping his head off and breaking something. So, it doesn't look like his head comes off. He didn't come with any replacement heads, so I'm assuming it doesn't come off. But nonetheless, on to articulation. Han Solo can, he can look up just a hair. He can look down. Cock his head to the side, cock his head to the side, left and right, a lot of range of motion there. The shoulder joint seems to be hindered just a little bit, but if you kind of tuck it down, then it bends in just perfectly. And it can go up about that high, so you can start doing some dances. What's up, bro? He does get a 360 wind up. He gets a little bit of swivel action up at the top there. He does get some elbow articulation, which goes up more than a 90. There is a swivel joint in that elbow. And at the wrist, of course, you get a swivel there, and you get a pivot joint. Now, a difference between him and some of the other humanoid Figuarts other than Luke, he does get chest articulation, which that I was kind of sad about in Luke Skywalker. He didn't have a little articulation spot there. So you're going to get a better range of motion. It seems out of his body. He can do an ab crunch and go back. Plus you get a swivel. He can do the Van Damme somewhat. He goes down about that far. And this holster belt does move very well with him. And you can see where the belt actually goes into his rear end at that point. And I'm not sure if it's the same there. No, it's just at this point. This belt goes into the figure to make sure that everything is coherent. So that is really, really nifty and ingenious the way they did that. And if you play with it too much, obviously that holster will come off. But nonetheless, he does get a swivel at the thigh. And he can kick up that high, but like I said, I don't know how that works with the pistol on that leg. And he could go back that far. And then you get knee joint going up at a little bit over a 90-degree. You do not get a swivel at the knee joint. He does have a tilt at the foot, plus a pivot joint, which doesn't, it does pretty good. So you get a wide range of motion out of that. And then of course you get the toe joint. Now let's see what his range of motion is with the holster in. With the holster in, you're going to get about that high. And it's not going to go too far back. As far as that goes, you go about that high with the holster. Yeah. Where without the holster, you go a little bit higher. He's not going to be kicking down any doors or anything, but hey, it's Han Solo. You don't need to. He just needs to be cool. But yeah, very good figure. I'm blessed compared to some others that I've seen, but nonetheless, if I do recommend getting him, and if you can get a good one, very important. But nonetheless, great figure. I'm very pleased. This is my favorite hero of the Star Wars movies, so I'm glad I got a good one. That is our review, and if you like our review, please click like and please subscribe to our page to see more reviews from us. Picture of the figure. Then on the other side you get Star Wars. Then on the bottom you get some Japanese writing, which I don't understand. On the back you get some nice little photos of what you might be able to do with your figure, and everything's written in Japanese so you can't understand anything except for right here. Very cool figure. It's well worth the wait. I'm glad I got him. They detailed, man. They have the crevices in the palm, man. Very impressive. He does come with 2 fists. One of them is on him. That's how he comes out of package. He has 2 gloved hands, like so. And to change those out, it's just like the... Hello, this is Skywarp's Hangar, and today we have SH Figuarts Han Solo. This is from the Bandai SH Figuarts line. He comes in a box, as you can see here, with the clear window and the silver chrome border that we're used to. If you look at the top, he has Star Wars. You look at the side, he has the bookcase faction. I've heard some people had some complaints about his nose, but thankfully mine came safe, as you can see from the profile. Yay! It's very unfortunate if you did get one of those. He does come with some accessories, hands you can change out. He has the open palms, as you can see, which are very nicely detailed. Very, very nicely. The rest of the Figuarts, but for those of you who are just getting into the Figuart line, you just pulled it off. There's a ball joint right here, and you just kind of pop that on, and there you go. Pretty nifty. course I want that back off because that's not how I'm displaying mine.